This is the exact step-by-step system to sign clients with LinkedIn in 2025. I know you're probably wondering how people you know or was your competitors are consistently signing high-ticket clients with LinkedIn, but you're posting every day and it just feels like you're shouting into the void. Or you're the type was barely posted and has what I call a dead account, wondering if you can bring it back to life, become recognized in your niche, and consistently sign new clients. Don't worry, you're at the right place. And in this video, I'll break down the exact system that added over $30,000 for a client under 30 days. You can copy this to book 15 to 20, 30 qualified meetings every month, regardless of your niche. So the first thing here, your profile. This is one of the most underrated or overlooked parts of signing clients on LinkedIn. Your profile is more like your landing page. It's the destination for all your activities. Prospects will check your profile before responding. It happens most of the time. They want to be sure that, okay, who is this person? Is this person worth speaking to? Is this person worth my time? So you want you to tell your prospect that I know your problem, I've solved it before, here's how I can do it again. This is proof that I've done it in the past. And you want it to be crystal clear on who you target. You want it to also repel people who are not your ideal client. That's how you know you've nailed your profile. So now let's start with the headline. It must contain at least three of these major things. One, who you help. Two, expected results from working with you. The mechanism you use, and then past results. So you can use a simple format like we help ICP, that's your ideal client, achieve XYZ results through method. So I can say I help B2B agency owners and consultants get 20 to 30 qualified meetings using my LinkedIn Ghost strategy or whatever. You don't have to use a unique mechanism every time. So another one here is I help SaaS founders book 15 plus demos monthly using X outreach. So you want your outcome to have a clear value proposition at first glance. Make it easy as possible. And don't be the type that says husband, father, athlete, and all that. Don't put 4 or 5 titles into this. You just want one thing and you want to put your target, and then you want one outcome, expected result, and put some things to in your headline that will showcase credibility. So let's say you help SaaS founders with retention. So let's say in the last 3 years, you've helped over 50 SaaS founders with retention, and the LTV went from let's say an average of 6 months to 18 months. You have to showcase things like that in your headline. So they see that and they say, okay, this guy is worth listening to. And then they scroll down and look into the rest. Now let's get into it. We have the featured section. Featured section. This is where you can put in your case studies. This is where you can put in, let's say, your best breakdown videos or your lead magnet. So people click on it and join your email list. Or have a client's testimonial showing exact, like one of your best client testimonials showcasing results you got for them. Like this incredibly changes people's perception of you. There was a time I didn't have this on my LinkedIn profile, and I was wondering why I was not getting that many responses from my DM outreach. The moment I did this, I saw a big difference. So you always want to add whatever you have, whether it's a lead magnet, whether it's a video breakdown like this one, or best a case study video, a client interview, a client's testimonial to showcase that okay, you know exactly what you're doing, you know exactly what you're talking about. Now this is a quick one. This is a quick example of a profile here. It says I help B2B companies book 30 plus sales calls every month through outbound strategies. This mechanism is generic, but this is the simple version. Or you could just say something like agency owners will help you sign 2 to 3 new clients within the next 90 days. And then a call to action like book a call here. And then we have the about page. Just make it simple, call out your ideal client pain point, agitate on it, then propose your solution. Talk about how you've done it in the past. Talk about how you helped your client, the expected result, and then leave a call to action to, let's say, book a call with you, join an email list, or send you a DM. And then for the experience, this is a good one here. Consultants in the past help the size clients double their monthly income by implementing a multi-channel outbound system. It's quite simple. Make everything simple and straightforward. The goal is to not confuse people, is to get people to understand exactly what you do within 10 seconds of skimming through your profile. That's the goal you want to achieve there. So take a look at what I said there. About section, the format, a hook, a problem. The problem here is what do you solve? Your method, what makes you unique? What have you done in the past? Four, proof. Okay, we help this client get XYZ result. And five, CTA, the call to action. DM me, book a call, join this email list, whatever it is. And keep it short and engaging. You don't want to write something of 1,000 words or so. Keep it under 250 to 300 words. Now we have the banner. We have the banner. This is just blends in with your profile picture. I would say one thing you should do should make it the same color or let it blend with your profile picture. Like this is one here that's blending in. You could have made the profile picture. What color is this? Dark blue or whatever. And another thing you want to do to showcase credibility is add logos of clients you've worked with or companies you've worked with and put in some sort of result. If you want, you can put a call to action to it. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, but you always want to showcase your competence every single where you can in your profile. So that's it for a banner. You could pay a designer $10, $15 to get you a really nice one. So now up to the next thing. This is very important. This is actually what drives traffic to every single thing. So this is your content funnel. I call it the attraction engine. It's high leverage and it's a compounding machine. It doesn't, you may not get results for the first 2 to 3 weeks, and then it just snowballs from there. You start getting a ton of engagement, a ton of inbound leads and all that. So the goal with your content is to move qualified prospects from not knowing about you to booking a call. Is to take them from a problem or searching for a solution to the problem to seeing you as the ideal fit for this and then booking a call with you or buying whatever you sell. So you want it to be structured. You don't want to just put up random things or it's just going to repel people. People are going to get confused. So now here's how I ideally go about it. So there are three parts to this. We have the top of funnel, we have middle of funnel, and we have bottom of funnel. So the purpose of your top of funnel content, and ideally if you want to grow, if your focus is on growth, like getting more followers, getting more attention, becoming an industry leader, you want it to take up at least 50%, like max actually 50% of your content. So the purpose there is visibility and reach. And you want to talk about your personal experiences, the lessons you've learned over the course of your career, beliefs that have changed over time. This is what makes people not only like you but begin to trust you. You're not just like a technical guy talking about how to launch a demo, how to send code emails. You don't want to just talk about technical things. You want people to relate with you, like you, and this is going to attract people who are similar to you, who have similar experiences, or who look up to you as well. So you want to be broad air, you want to be broad air so you can reach as many people as possible. So let me give you examples there. So like three mistakes I made when I was starting cold email. Three mistakes I made when I started my recruitment agency. Three mistakes I made when I built my first company. You understand? Seven things I wish I knew 7 years ago. Things like this, they are broad. They're going to reach a ton of people. It's not niche specific. So now we have middle of funnel. This is my favorite actually. The purpose there is to build trust and authority in your niche. This is where case studies come in. This is where your client wins come in. This is where the lead magnets or freebies come in. This is where high level process breakdown come in. So when your ideal clients look into this kind of things, they they know you know exactly what you're saying. They know, like they can see their problems, they can see you calling out the problems or sharing testimonials of people who were at the position they are currently in, how you solved it, and then you're just basically positioning yourself as the solution to whatever problem they have and you're selling to them. So you want this to take up at least 40% of your content. Case studies, client wins, educational content, lead magnet, high process or high level process breakdowns to display your expertise. These are the kind of things you want to put into your content. Make it 40%. Again, top of funnel 50%. Yeah. So the structure for this is you talk about where this person was or where your ideal client is, the process to use to achieve XYZ, let's say go from A stage, like a painful stage, to a very good outcome, and then the expected results. And you want to make this in such a way that it's easy to understand. So that's why you want to use things like screenshot, which is a very good proof. Screenshot, videos, any form of visual proof, not just text. You want to add every other thing that is going to make people able to visualize themselves getting the same result. That's what you're trying to achieve here. Now we have bottom of funnel. The goal here is to convert all of the people you've attracted with your top of funnel content, nurtured with your middle of funnel content, into clients. All of the ideal ones into clients. So it's for conversion. This is where you make a full post on your offer, telling people this is exactly what you do. You're taking only three spots within the next 4 weeks, and then this is the offer you have for them. If they're interested, book a call. This is where you make a full offer post. These are your call to actions. This is where you're launching. This is where you make an announcement of a new program you're launching, a new offer you're launching. That's exactly what you're trying to achieve here. And you want to make this 10% of your content. You know, some people don't do this at all, and then they wonder why they're not getting inbound leads. People won't take action most of the time, or else you tell them to take action. That's why you see some videos, some YouTube videos say, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because people are going to see they are going to watch your content, find it very valuable, and forget to subscribe. You have to tell them, or they will forget. And you're doing them a favor by doing that. If you're afraid of selling or thinking, oh, I don't want to sell in my content and all that, you wouldn't get as you wouldn't get you wouldn't get optimal results. And that's why it's just 10% of your content. You don't want to sell every day. You want to sell one out of 7 posts. So how many times should you post on LinkedIn? Ideally 5 to 7 times a week. 5 to 7 times a week is a very good one. So you can do 3 top of funnel content, 3 middle of funnel content, and just 1 bottom of funnel content. Or you could go a week without a bottom of funnel content, do a mix of it, find whatever works for you, and then you move from there. And the best posting hours, what we found so far, is 7 to 9 a.m. of your target audience local time. So if you're targeting people in the US, you want to post between 7 to 9 a.m. of wherever your ideal client stays in the US. So one thing I didn't mention earlier when it comes to content and generating inbound leads is that to build a good foundation takes 60 to 90 days, or else you have like very exceptional case studies, and then you're very good at generating views on your content, at generating attention, going viral, all of that. Or else it's going to take an average of 60 to 90 days to start driving inbound leads, because people are going to take a while to actually trust you. You're new to the area, right? So now this is outreach. This is mainly for conversion. This is mainly for reaching out to people who are your ideal clients and taking them down onto the big book a call with you. This is super effective, much better than any other platform if you ask me, especially for B2B offers. So there are different types of outreach here. One, we have cold outreach, and two, we have warm outreach. So for cold outreach, this is where you get people who have probably never seen your profile, have never visited your profile, have never seen your content. And with Sales Navigator, you can use it to, like LinkedIn as a tool, right? Sales Navigator, you can use it to filter ideal prospects based on like the title, the industry, company size, location, and then you also want to even visit their profiles and check if they are your ideal client. So your goal with whatever So your goal with whatever direct message you be sending to them is to start a conversation. It's not to sell. I'm not going to go into someone's DM and say, "Hey, we'll help you do this and do that. It's $10,000. Book a call with me, or here's my Stripe link if you're interested." No, and you don't want to also tell them to book a call in the first them. These are they don't know you. They are cold, so they're strangers, and if you do that, it's only going to repel them. And you don't want to sound cheesy as well. So you want to start with something relevant, something personalized to them that is going to make them start a conversation with you or see you worthy of starting a conversation with you. So a few things you can do to increase your engagement, your reply rate is to engage their content to first warm them up. So if they see you engage their post, like their post, and all that, you're sort of familiar, then you send a connection request. You don't send a note to the connection request, so you wait till they accept. So when they accept the connection request, you can send a helpful DM to them. So let's say something like, let's say you're into website and all, and then you say, "Hey Alex, notice XYZ in your website. Maybe the website has a sort of problem. Here is a fix for it. I just made a video going over exactly how you can fix it." So now you're giving something valuable away for free without asking for anything. And that starts a conversation. And then they're likely going to be the one to say, "Oh, you know what? We're actually looking for someone who could help us with XYZ. Would you be interested?" And then you book a call with you and then you go ahead and close the deal. It doesn't work like that all the time, but you always want to give something upfront. This is what's going to increase your response rate. This is what's going to get people actually interested uh, in you. So you want to send at least 10 to 15 every single day, track everything, your reply rates, your connection acceptance rate, your call booking rate, and when people are going ghost. You don't want to use automations because on LinkedIn are actually strict with it, or else you're really good at using automations without getting detected. Don't use it, or else you know how to do. Don't use automations. Don't use automations, or else you're actually good at using them without getting detected. So you don't get banned. Like an account you've been working on for the last 6 months get banned suddenly. No. Now we have warm outreach. This is direct message to people who are your ideal clients, who have liked your post, commented on your post, maybe following you, have looked into your lead magnet and all that. So they are not cold, they are not strangers. You're not a stranger to them. They know you. They probably consumed a few pieces of your content. If your profile is optimized, they know exactly what you do. If your content is good, they've seen your case study, they've seen all of that. So they're just in your ecosystem, but they've not sent you a DM interested in your service. Now it's going to be your job to send them a DM. Just like the cold outreach, start a conversation with them, then make or give them some sort of value upfront, and then propose booking a call, and from there you close the deal. And sometimes you just sell in the DM. That's exactly how to go about it. That's just the difference between warm and cold outreach. So let's do some quick maths. Whether it's warm or cold, you could get this kind of result depending on how good you are with the DMs. So let's say you send 230 DMs per month, only 50% reply. So you have 115 conversations here. 40% of these are good feeds. So now you have 46 leads. With 2 to 3 follow-ups with all of these people, you book 30 calls. So if let's say you charge $10,000 per client, you close 3 clients, that's an additional $30,000 to your revenue. And if you're wondering why this works, it's because you've optimized your profile. They know exactly what you do, who you are, they've seen your content, they probably looked into your lead magnet, and you've built trust upfront in your DM. So whenever they are showing up to the call, they know they are going to be sold to. They just want to confirm that they are good fits, or like they just want to confirm that both of you are good fit, and then they move forward. Of course, not everyone is going to buy. That's why I'm saying only 3 out of 30. So you know, 1 out of every 10 calls you book leads into an additional $10,000 for you. This is how it works. This is how people consistently sign clients on LinkedIn. This is the predictable way you can sign clients on LinkedIn. It's no magic, you just know exactly what you're doing. And that's it. So if you're an agency owner, founder, consultant, or coach interested in adding an additional 15 to 30 qualified meetings with your ideal client using LinkedIn, I'm going to drop a link in the description to book a call with me. Let's see if we're a good fit. So just click the link in the description, book a call with me, and I'll see you there. Bye for now.